Our journey begins billions of years ago. Earth was still forming. From the chaos, our solar system emerged. Life arose in its primordial seas. Over eons, life evolved. Eventually, humans emerged. We walked the earth, we looked to the stars, we wondered about our place in the cosmos. As we explored our world, we found fertile lands. These lands were nourished by mighty rivers. Here, in these river valleys, our ancestors made a momentous discovery. They learned to cultivate plants. They domesticated animals. This innovation, agriculture, changed everything. This was the dawn of civilization. The Tigris and Euphrates rivers snake through the Middle East. This region is called the Fertile Crescent. The Nile, the longest river in the world, flows through Africa. It empties into the Mediterranean Sea. These rivers provided life-giving water. They deposited fertile silt onto the land. This allowed for the cultivation of crops. The abundance of food led to population growth. The rivers also served as natural highways. They facilitated trade and communication. People could travel long distances. They exchanged goods and ideas. This interaction fostered cultural exchange. It led to the spread of knowledge and innovation. These rivers were the lifeblood of civilization. Imagine a land bathed in sunlight. The air is hot and dry. Two rivers cut through the landscape. These are the Tigris and Euphrates. They flow from the highlands to the Persian Gulf. The land between these rivers is Mesopotamia. This word means between rivers in Greek. Mesopotamia is often called the cradle of civilization. It was here that humans first formed complex societies. The rivers provided the means for this to happen. Their annual floods deposited rich silt onto the land. This created fertile soil ideal for farming. Despite challenges, the people of Mesopotamia thrived. Far to the west, another river nurtured civilization. This was the Nile. Flowing north for thousands of miles, it is the longest river in the world. The Nile was the lifeblood of ancient Egypt. It provided water for drinking and irrigation. Its annual floods deposited fertile silt on its banks. The Nile Valley was a green ribbon of life. It cut through a vast desert. The desert acted as a natural barrier. It protected Egypt from invasion. This allowed Egyptian civilization to develop in relative peace. The Nile was central to Egyptian life. These two river valleys, so geographically distant, shared a common thread. They were both shaped by the power of nature. The Tigris and Euphrates, with their unpredictable floods, demanded resilience. The Nile, with its predictable rhythm, fostered stability. These different environments influenced the cultures that arose within them. Mesopotamia, a land of constant change, developed a more dynamic and innovative culture. Egypt, with its more stable environment, developed a culture that emphasized order and tradition. These early civilizations remind us of the power of nature. They show us how geography can shape the destiny of entire peoples. This is the story of civilization, a story that began on the banks of these mighty rivers. Imagine our ancestors, nomads wandering the land. They followed the herds. They foraged for food. Their survival was precarious. Then, a profound change occurred. Humans learned to cultivate plants. This was the agricultural revolution. It marked a turning point in human history. In the Fertile Crescent, people began cultivating wheat and barley. They domesticated animals like sheep, goats, and cattle. This shift to agriculture had a profound impact. No longer dependent on hunting and gathering, humans could settle in one place. As agricultural practices improved, so did food production. Surpluses emerged. This meant that not everyone had to be involved in farming. People were free to pursue other trades. This division of labor led to the development of specialized skills. Villages grew into towns. Towns expanded into cities. These early cities, like Ur in Mesopotamia and Memphis in Egypt, were centers of population, trade, and culture. They attracted artisans, merchants, and scholars. The seeds of civilization were taking root. The surplus of food and resources brought about by agriculture had a profound effect on social structures. For the first time in human history, not everyone was solely focused on survival. This freed up time and energy for other pursuits. This led to the emergence of specialized labor. Skilled artisans honed their crafts, merchants facilitated trade, priests conducted religious ceremonies. This specialization led to the development of social hierarchies. Those who controlled the surplus, like kings and priests, often held the most power. They used their wealth to build temples, palaces, and other monuments. Picture a bustling city in ancient Mesopotamia. Thousands of people live and work within its walls. Managing such a complex society required organization. Leaders emerged. They were tasked with maintaining order and security. This marked the beginning of formal governance. In Mesopotamia, these early leaders were often priest-kings. They held both religious and political authority. They were seen as intermediaries between the gods and the people. The rivers that gave life to these civilizations also shaped their religious beliefs. The people of Mesopotamia and Egypt were polytheistic. They believed in multiple gods. Many of these gods were associated with natural forces, including the rivers themselves. In Mesopotamia, the gods Enki and Enlil were associated with the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, respectively. They were seen as providers of life and fertility. Their favor was essential for a good harvest. The Egyptians venerated the Nile god, Hapi. He was depicted as a benevolent figure, bringing the annual floods that nourished the land. Religion played a central role in the lives of these early civilizations. The rise of cities brought about new challenges. Living in close proximity, people needed rules to govern their interactions. This led to the development of law codes. These codes aimed to maintain order, resolve disputes, and protect property. One of the earliest known law codes was created in Mesopotamia by the king Hammurabi. The Code of Hammurabi covered a wide range of offenses. It prescribed punishments for crimes such as theft, assault, and murder. In Egypt, laws were based on the concept of Ma'at. Ma'at represented truth, justice, and cosmic order. Pharaohs, as upholders of Ma'at, were responsible for ensuring justice and harmony. The people of Mesopotamia, facing the challenges of their environment, developed a remarkable spirit of ingenuity. They were pioneers in many fields, driven by a need to solve practical problems and improve their lives. Their inventions and discoveries would have a lasting impact on the course of human history. One of their most significant innovations was the development of writing. The earliest known writing system, cuneiform, emerged in Mesopotamia around 3200 BC. Cuneiform, meaning wedge-shaped, consisted of wedge-shaped marks made on clay tablets. These marks represented syllables or whole words. With writing, humans could record their thoughts, history, and knowledge for future generations. The Mesopotamians also made significant advances in mathematics and astronomy. They developed a sexagesimal number system based on the number 60. The ancient Egyptians, blessed with the Nile's bounty, created a civilization renowned for its grandeur and enduring legacy. They excelled in monumental architecture, art, and mathematics, leaving behind awe-inspiring structures and a wealth of knowledge. Their most iconic achievements are undoubtedly the pyramids. These massive stone structures, built as tombs for pharaohs, stand as testaments to Egyptian engineering and organizational skills. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu, is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Egyptian art was equally impressive, characterized by its vibrant colors, intricate details, and symbolic representations. Tomb paintings and hieroglyphics offer glimpses into their beliefs, daily lives, and social structures. Their sculptures, often depicting pharaohs, gods, and goddesses, are renowned for their realism and beauty. The Egyptians were also skilled mathematicians and astronomers. They developed a decimal system based on the number 10, similar to the one we use today. The civilizations of Mesopotamia and Egypt, though separated by geography and distinct in their cultural expressions, shared a profound impact on the course of human history. Their innovations, inventions, and knowledge laid the groundwork for the development of later civilizations, influencing fields from writing and mathematics to astronomy and architecture. The invention of writing, pioneered by the Mesopotamians, revolutionized human communication and knowledge transmission. It allowed for the recording and dissemination of ideas, stories, and information, transcending the limitations of time and distance. The legacy of cuneiform can be seen in the development of later writing systems, including the Phoenician alphabet. Their mathematical and astronomical discoveries also had a lasting impact. The sexagesimal system developed in Mesopotamia is still used today for measuring time and angles. The Egyptians' development of a 365-day calendar, based on their observations of the solar year, provided a framework for measuring time that is still used today. The architectural achievements of both civilizations, from the ziggurats of Mesopotamia to the pyramids and temples of Egypt, continue to inspire awe and wonder. Their techniques for working with stone, constructing arches, and designing monumental structures influenced later architectural styles, leaving an enduring mark on the built environment. The Tigris and Euphrates nurtured a dynamic Mesopotamian civilization. Competition fostered advancements in mathematics, astronomy, and law. Their literature reflects a struggle for survival. Egypt, cradled by the Nile, developed stability and order. The pharaoh ruled a unified kingdom, ensuring continuity. Their art reflects a belief in the eternal. Death, the great equalizer, held different meanings for Mesopotamians and Egyptians. Mesopotamians envisioned a bleak underworld, while Egyptians saw death as a transition to an eternal paradise. Their beliefs shaped their art and funerary practices. Mesopotamian art often depicts mourning, reflecting their somber view of the afterlife. Egyptian art, vibrant and joyful, mirrors their belief in a blissful afterlife. These beliefs were influenced by their environments, with the unpredictable Tigris and Euphrates fostering uncertainty, and the Nile's rhythm instilling a sense of order and continuity. Echoes in time, the enduring influence. Mesopotamia and Egypt left an indelible mark on history. Their innovations in mathematics, astronomy, and law shaped our world. The wheel, writing, and Hammurabi's code revolutionized civilization. Egyptian pyramids and art continue to captivate and inspire. Their legacy is woven into the fabric of our lives. The enduring quest for knowledge drives civilization forward. The enduring legacy. As we stand at the precipice of the future, gazing out at a cosmos teeming with possibilities, it's essential to remember the journey that brought us to this point. Our species, a tiny speck on a small blue planet, has embarked on an extraordinary adventure, a journey that began in the fertile valleys of the Tigris, Euphrates, and Nile rivers. These rivers, cradles of civilization, nurtured the seeds of human ingenuity, giving rise to societies that dared to dream, to innovate, to reach for the stars. The echoes of these ancient civilizations resonate through time, influencing the very fabric of our modern world. From the foundations of mathematics and astronomy to the principles of law and governance, from the invention of writing to the grandeur of monumental architecture, the legacy of Mesopotamia and Egypt is woven into the tapestry of human history. Their stories, though separated by millennia, serve as a powerful reminder of the indomitable spirit of humanity. Faced with the challenges of their environment, our ancestors rose to the occasion, harnessing their ingenuity to overcome obstacles and create societies of remarkable complexity and sophistication. They gazed at the stars, seeking knowledge and meaning in the celestial dance above, laying the groundwork for our own exploration of the cosmos. A journey's end, a story's beginning. The rise and fall of these ancient civilizations offer valuable lessons for our own time. The Mesopotamians, with their independent city-states and spirit of innovation, remind us of the importance of embracing change, of fostering a culture that encourages creativity and intellectual curiosity. Their story cautions against the dangers of conflict and division, reminding us that cooperation and collaboration are essential for progress. The Egyptians, with their emphasis on order, stability, and the eternal, teach us the importance of planning for the future, of preserving our cultural heritage, and of striving for a legacy that transcends generations. Their monumental architecture, built to withstand the ravages of time, stands as a testament to the power of human ambition and the enduring allure of immortality. The story of civilization is not a linear progression, but a tapestry woven from threads of innovation, conflict, cooperation, and adaptation. It is a story that began in these river valleys, a story that continues to unfold today as we navigate the complexities of a rapidly changing world. Our shared heritage. As inheritors of this rich legacy, we have a responsibility to learn from the past, to preserve its treasures, and to build upon its foundations. The study of ancient civilizations is a journey of self-discovery, a way to understand the forces that have shaped our world. By exploring the ruins of ancient cities, deciphering their scripts and marveling at their artistic achievements, we gain a deeper appreciation for the ingenuity, creativity, and resilience of our ancestors.